So all of these recipes are vegan, they're all easy to make, they're all pretty affordable and pretty accessible in terms of ingredients. They're comforting, cozy, warming for the cold season. And they're also really versatile. Hi, I'm Meg. Welcome to plantfitmeg. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm an online health and fitness coach, and on this channel, I like to share healthy lifestyle tips, easy plant-based recipes, and some of my adventures in weight loss and in living a healthy lifestyle, getting fit, and getting moving, and sharing what has worked for my clients as well. So if that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's free and it really helps me out. Today I want to talk about my top 5 easy, high-protein, plant-based winter recipes. So all of these recipes are vegan, they're all easy to make, they're all pretty affordable and pretty accessible in terms of ingredients. They're comforting, cozy, warming for the cold season. And they're also really versatile, and I'll share different ways that I like to jazz them up or switch them up, change the flavor profile, swap ingredients, and really make it my own and keep it fresh and interesting while I make the same recipe over and over and over and over throughout the season. Check out the recipe videos linked below and also the free printable recipes from my website. And be sure to leave your favorite recipes in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you've been enjoying lately. One of my favorite recipes lately has been my high-protein Sheetpan pancake recipe. It is so good. It's a baked pancake. It's so easy to make. You basically just mix all of your ingredients together, pour it onto a pan, bake it for a while, and ta-da, it's done. It's ready to go, and it's so delicious. This recipe can be really versatile in a few different ways. I have a couple of different versions of the recipe. So one was sort of the original concept, original recipe, baked berry pancake, and then the 2.0 version is the higher protein version that has vital wheat gluten in it. Both are delicious, both are wonderful. One just has that higher protein content if that's something that's important to you. We usually make both recipes with berries on top and bake the berries into the recipe, but you can also leave it plain so that it's more of a blank canvas to add whatever toppings you want after the fact. Or we've also baked chocolate chips and walnuts and things like that into it as well, either with or without the berries, or even doing like half of the sheet pan is berries on top, and then the other half is like a chocolate walnut or chocolate, choose your own adventure with whatever nuts you enjoy. Maybe pecans would be nice or something like that. And then you can enjoy it as is, or use your favorite toppings if you like to use jam or syrup or applesauce or anything like that. Really delicious, a really nourishing, tasty breakfast option that my whole family loves. All these recipes are ones that my whole family enjoys. That one might be my son's favorite on this list. Next up is oatmeal, and you might think, oh, oatmeal, that's kind of an odd choice for a top 5 list and for a favorites list. Kind of boring, kind of uninspired, but I love oatmeal so much, and I like to jazz it up with different flavorings and different fruit and spices and things. I would have to say my top favorite at the moment is my apple cinnamon oatmeal. Really easy to make: oats, apples, cinnamon, soy milk, some applesauce, good to go. And then to boost up that protein content, adding in either some TVP, some lentils, some vanilla protein powder is really nice. And oatmeal is so hearty and so filling, and I just find it so cozy and comforting and delicious. And I like having oatmeal first thing in the morning for breakfast, but I also like to have it midday sometimes, or have it at the end of the night, or even for dinner. So maybe that's a little bit odd and out of the norm. Let me know if you also enjoy breakfast foods for dinner or breakfast foods at any time of day. But really, we can take ourselves out of those boxes and eat whatever food we want at any time of day, right? We can eat leftovers and things like that for breakfast. So of course we can also have oatmeal any time of day as well. My next favorite is my chickpea and veggie curry, and this one has just been on repeat. Since I came out with that recipe, we have just been making it again and again and again. And we might go through a phase where we stop for a bit, but then we go back to it because it's just a family favorite. We absolutely love it. And this one's great because it can be really versatile in terms of switching up the legumes or switching up the vegetables or both. The recipe calls for chickpeas. Chickpeas are delicious, love them so much, but I've also done a half and half situation with different beans and different things. So sometimes I'll do half chickpeas, half tofu chunks, or I'll do half chickpeas, half soybeans. Or I'll add lentils to the recipe or add TVP. I've even added lupin beans to the recipe and then blended that portion of the recipe that has the lupin beans in it, just because I'm not a huge fan of them whole. But blend up half of it, recombine it into the recipe so that it's all one big curry, and it just adds some creaminess. It tastes really delicious. You can't taste the lupin beans really. They just kind of mix in with everything else. I also like to use different vegetables, so sometimes we use peas, sometimes we'll use a baby mixed veg, sometimes we'll use a stir-fry veggie mix, sometimes we'll add greens to it and different types of greens. So it can be really fun to mix and match and play and try to find your favorite version of it and the way that you enjoy it the most. And it's a great way to bump up the protein content as well as bumping up the nutrition when you're adding different beans, different soy items like tofu or tempeh, and then adding a bunch of different vegetables and things too. And it adds lovely texture and flavor and color and just really delicious recipe. Highly recommend. Love it so much. Next up is a winter classic, chili. I absolutely love chili. I love eating chili any time of year, and particularly in the winter months when it's really cold and snowy and I just want to hibernate. A nice bowl of chili really hits the spot. I've been particularly enjoying my sweet potato chili and using TVP in it, or adding lentils or different beans to it to pump it up and jazz it up. I often serve chili on a bed of greens, and by mixing and matching those ingredients, it can be a really versatile recipe. I also like to put a bunch of nutritional yeast over the top to add that bit of cheesy flavor. So yummy. We also love to repurpose our chili for tacos. So if the mixture is a little bit too liquidy, we'll just bump it up with some extra TVP or some lentils or some cooked beans and enjoy it as a taco burrito fill. Or I'll even combine my lazy TVP taco recipe with some of the chili, combine it together, mix it, delicious complementary flavors, and use that as taco fill. Lovely, delicious, amazing. Next up, I had to include something sweet, some kind of dessert style something. And the dessert that I have been reaching for most often this season has been my high protein chocolate mug cake. It's so good. It's basically like a meal because it's a mug in a bowl. It's amazing. It tastes so good. It's of course a little more dense than your typical super fluffy cake, but it is very cakey and very yummy. And if I don't want a full mug in a bowl situation, if I don't want that much cake, I'll either share it, I'll either make it and share it with my partner or with my kiddo or both of them, or I'll just make a half batch. So I'll just half the recipe and have an actual mug cake rather than a cake in a bowl situation. Either way, delicious, choose your own adventure. Let me know if you've already tried any of these recipes or if you're going to give them a try. I'd love to hear how you like them and how they turn out for you. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do and as much as my family does. Share your favorite recipes in the comment section below. I want to hear all about what you've been enjoying lately. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Stay well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.